Good evening, everyone. This is Rooftop Sports, and here we are back for some Mariners baseball, as it is going to be the Seattle Mariners and the San Diego Padres. As the Mariners are coming off of a disappointing game, they lost to the Padres 4-1. It was just a really boring, uninspiring game. The offense just really didn't do anything at all. It makes you feel for Brian Wu that he put in all that work only for the team to basically tell him to screw off and say, we're not going to give you any run support. So yeah, that was where the game was really frustrating. But the Mariners have got to move on, and hopefully the Mariners can bounce back and get a much needed victory, because the division race is very, very close. And also, I'm trying to get my game feed back on because I don't really have one. All right, I was able to get that. So now I can do some Mariners baseball. Now let's go to the lineup, shall we? The lineup is going to be, for the pitching, we got Emerson Hancock, who's off to a very good start this season. He's 2-1 with a 2.04 ERA. He has 19 strikeouts to just 3 walks against Randy Vasquez, who is also off to a good start. 19 strikeouts to 4 walks with a 1.02 ERA. And then as for the Mariners, here's the starting lineup. You got Brennan Donovan, Cal Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez, Josh Naylor, Randy Arozarena, Luke Raley, Dom Canzone, Cole Young, and Leo Rivas. Makes me curious why JP Crawford is not playing, I'm just really confused by that. Now here's the starting lineup for the San Diego Padres. Got Laureano, Jackson Merrill, Xander Bogaerts, Manny Machado, Gavin Sheets, Nick Castellanos, Ty France, Jake Cronenworth, and Freddie Fermin, the catcher. No Fernando Tatis today. Very interesting. Would like to know why he is not playing. Just like I'm wondering why JP Crawford is not even playing. Because as much as I don't really like JP Crawford that much at all, he's can't be worse than Leo Rivas. But then again, you would be surprised. They're just giving him the day off. But for someone that's just coming off of injury, he should not be taking days off right now. Like, he should actually still be getting in tune to himself to work. Like, if he wants to save his job, his starting job, he should be playing, or at least he should have fought to play. I don't know. At this point, if you're just going to be playing Leo Rivas, then why not just bring up Cole Emerson? But again, because the strikeout rate is still too high. So they're going with that analytics stuff, but yeah. And someone's getting me on tweet. Getting ready for the game real soon. Game should be starting now, as actually the Padres just took the mound. So we are going to get ready for some Mariners baseball. And the first pitch will be brought to you by SeatGeek. SeatGeek, use that promo code Rooftop Sports to get your $20 off the purchase. And we got, who's the pitcher again? It's going to be Randy Vasquez. He's off to a really good start this season, so he's going to be tough. I can tell you that. And now we're getting ready for that first pitch. And now here we go. And that's going to be in there for a strike, and we are underway here at Petco Park. Donovan's batting .292 with 3 home runs and 6 RBIs. More home runs than Julio, the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. Mariners are dressing in their teal jerseys. The sun is at a very weird angle. Like the sun is literally, it could be on Brendan Donovan's eyes. It really is. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. And that is going to be strike 2, actually. That sun really is blasting in their faces. As we're at 1-2 for Brendan Donovan. And now the pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. That's going to be 2-2. That sunlight might be a problem. And now the pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And I think that sunlight is really not helping at all. They should get some sunglasses. I mean, I don't know if anyone's really talking about this. Now here's Cal Raleigh up to the plate. That's going to be low for a ball. And it's going to be 1-0. Now here's the pitch. And that is a strike. And now the 1-1. That's going to be inside for a ball. As we're at 2-1. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to first base. And the toss over the first. That's going to be in time. And also, today is Jackie Robinson Day, which means everyone's wearing 42 for today. Reesby says, ground out, strikeout incoming. Yep. Probably by Julio Rodriguez, who's probably going to strike out. Now here's Julio Rodriguez up to the plate. And now here is the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. As we're at 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. That's going to be strike 1. Turns out in Seattle, strangely enough, there's actually snow in Seattle. Really, really strange. Now I want to check out my security cameras. So we're at 1-1. And now the pitch. And now here's going to be fly ball, more like a pop-up to center field. Jackson Merrill is there. And he makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the first. It was a 1-2-3 inning for the San Diego Padres. And we'll be back after this timeout. And here are my softball highlights from Monday. Oh, it was actually a strike.
Ooh, got him! I heard him talking about that. Yeah.
And we're back from the break. And that's going to be a strike. 0-1. And this is Ramon Laureano up to the plate. It's off to a good start. Batting .283, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs with a .915 OPS. Now the pitch. Now there's going to be a ground ball, and there's Brendan Donovan go to first. And that's going to be in time for the out. And next up to the plate, it's not going to be Fernando Tatis Jr. He's not playing today. It's going to be Jackson Merrill up to the plate. Now here is the pitch, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. As we're at 0-1. And now the pitch. Going to be outside for a ball. Now we're at 1-1, the pitch. And that's going to be popped up and fouled. And who's got it? I think Brendan Donovan's got it. Makes the catch, and that's going to be 2 outs. He's been making the outs all by himself. Next batter is going to be Xander Bogaerts up to the plate. Here's Xander Bogaerts up to the plate. Now here's the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the 0-1. Now it's going to be a ground ball right to Hancock. Toss over the first, and that's going to be in time. And just a 7-pitch inning for Emerson Hancock. And now we go into the very next inning. We got Josh Naylor, Randy Arozarena, and Luke Raley. And we'll be back after this timeout. No Steve today. Didn't ask him. Probably should have, but he's on East Coast time, so I really can't. Well, here's highlights from my... Here's me protesting a play because my softball league has an ABS, and this is how I approach the plate these days. Try our delicious burgers today. Satisfy your cravings with our mouth-watering burgers. Double cheeseburger with classic double beef patties with melted cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onion and house sauce, a fresh, flavorful delight. Double bacon cheeseburger, crispy bacon, fried onions, barbecue sauce, and double cheese. Double guacamole bacon burger, double cheese, crispy bacon, guacamole, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and our special house sauce. Pair any burger with fries with an ice-cold drink for the perfect meal. Come down and taste the difference. You can only find these burgers at our Snoqualmie Mexican food truck. Right now, I'm trying to go over my fantasy hockey team. I got to see who I need for tomorrow because right now I am deadlock tied for the championship. So hopefully I can somehow secure a victory. It'll be a huge championship. It'll be a huge achievement for me in fantasy sports. Now we're back from the break. And that's going to be a ball for Josh Naylor. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball again. That's going to be 2-0. Good eye. And now I am out of acquisitions. As we're at 2-0. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to deep right field. Not deep enough. And he makes the catch, and that's going to be 1 out. It was a nice hit. But, of course, the Mariners have no idea how to get the balls away from the fielders. And that's going to be 1 away. Now here is Randy Arozarena up to the plate. And now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. As now we're at 1-0. And that's going to be a ball. As we're at 2-0. And now the pitch. It's going to be low for a ball, 3-0. Rosarena is on a hitter's count. As we're at 3-0. Red light. And that's going to be a strike. He thought he was going to walk on that one. I mean, I do the Arozarena when I play softball. As we're at 3-1. Now the 3-1 pitch. And that's going to be a strike. We're at full count, 3-2. And now the pitch. And ball 4, take your base. And Arozarena gets on base with a walk. He has been maintaining a 286 average. Now here is Luke Raley up to the plate. Luke Raley off to a good start this season. And now the pitch. Swing, and that is a strike. He's batting 296, has the highest batting average aside from Brendan Donovan. He did strike swinging. As we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a blooper, and that is going to be a base hit. And now we got runners on first and second with 1 out. And now it's going to be Dom Canzone up to the plate, which I don't feel too good about because Canzone has struggled at the start of the season, especially after. What's disappointing was I really thought he was going to maybe take that next step because he had a good 2025 season. But now I'm starting to wonder if that was just an absolute fluke. Now here's Dom Canzone up to the plate. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. And that's going to be a strike. And now the 1-1. It's going to be up high for a ball. So we're at 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Now here's going to be a liner to right field, and that's going to be off the wall, and the ball keeps rolling. Here comes Randy Arozarena, and now is Luke Raley going to score? He is going to score, and that's going to be a 2-run double for Dom Canzone, and the Mariners get on the board to take a 2-0 lead. That ball was just an absolute laser of a hit by Dom Canzone. Mariners take the lead. I actually thought that was going to be foul. Dom Canzone was just bolting the second base, and then Luke Raley, he never looked back. And now we've got Cole Young, and now the pitch also has a chance to bring in a runner. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. That's going to be a foul ball. As we're at 1-2. We're at 1-2. And the pitch. Low for a ball, and that nearly gets away, but that keeps Cole Canzone at second base. Yes, he did. Indeed, Reese Beast. As we're at 2-2. And the pitch. And swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. Now, Cole Young, he is starting to fall apart a little bit. He's not been playing well since, like, the Houston series. Just an absolute whiff by Cole Young. Now it's going to be Leo Rivas up to the plate. Now here's Leo Rivas up to the plate. And the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. As we're at 0-1. We're at 0-1. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball, strike 2. Also, alert, I am 25 subscribers away from 3,000. As now we're at 0-2. And now the pitch. Low for a ball. That is going to be 1-2. Yep, getting close to it. Almost 3,000 subscribers. As now we're at 1-2. For Leo Rivas. And now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up, and that's going to do it for this inning. The shortstop is there. That's Bogarts, and he makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. I won't complain this time. It was 2 runs, it's whatever. But the Mariners are going to have to hold on with Manny Machado coming up to the plate.
Ball.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
Well, thanks to that orange mat strike zone, in order to get a strike, you literally have to hit the orange mat. Ugh, I hate the ABS. Walking has just become way too easy. Why even use a bat, right? Try our hand-breaded chicken tenders, perfectly seasoned and served with a choice of sides, golden fries, fluffy biscuits, homemade mashed potatoes, creamy mac and cheese, fresh side salad, fresh coleslaw, plus enjoy a dipping sauce on the side. Come in and treat yourself to the best comfort food around. Visit us today and satisfy your cravings. And now the pitch. As we are back from the break, it's to Manny Machado, and that is going to be missing it for a ball. He was on a check swing, too. As we're at 1-0. And now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. We're at 1-1. Way outside. That got away. That much as just slipped out of his hand. I think, yeah, that was kind of a weird pitch. As we're at 2-1. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 2 for Hancock. And now the 2-2. And strike 3 called. Down goes Machado, and that is going to be one away. Now we got Gavin Sheets up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike, strike 1. We're at 1-1. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. We're at 1-2. And the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. And that could be playable. Nope. That's going to... No, they don't get it. Now we're at 1-2. And the pitch. That's going to be a fly ball to deep left center field. And that is going to be caught by Arozarena. And that's going to be 2 outs. And Gavin Sheets nearly got that out of the yard. And that's going to be 2 away. And the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And the pitch. And that's going to be missing it. And the pitch. It's going to be a ground ball foul. So we're at 1-2 and the pitch. It's going to be another ground ball foul. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that's going to retire the side. We go to the top of the third inning. It is still 2-0 Mariners. Beautiful pitching so far by Emerson Hancock. Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right, I'm going to do a little stories update while you watch my church softball highlights.
There you go. Good hit. Go home. Go home. Woo.
Ooh.
Yes, you're up.
Go to third. There you go. Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, go, go, go! Go home, go home! Stay a second! Yeah! Let's go! Yeah, let's go!
And we are back from the break. Hope you enjoyed my softball highlights as we got Brendan Donovan up to the plate. And what has Donovan got for us? Now the 0-1. Low for a ball. That's going to be ball 1. 1-1. As we are at 1-1 now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. As we're at 1-2. Uh-oh, looks like we got someone. Looks like the catcher's shaking up for a moment. So game's going to be pausing for a moment. Hit the ball hit off of the catcher's mask. And luckily he wore that mask. Otherwise it would have taken his face off. Well, looks like the catcher looks like he's taken out of the game because he's been shaken up. So, wow. That was Fermin who took it to the face. Or unless they are... What else are they really going to do? This could throw off Donovan, too. Jackie Robinson, 1962 Hall of Fame inductee, 1955 World Series champion, 1949 led the National League with a 342 average and 37 stolen bases. 6-time National League All-Star selection, 1947 Rookie of the Year. Made his debut on April 15th, 1947. And Jackie Robinson was one of the best African-American players during that time, which paved the way for the likes of Willie Stargell, Bob Gibson. Keep naming them for me. Tony Gwynn, Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Bonds, and many others. Ricky Henderson. And looks like Fermin is back. Looks like he just needed a new mask. So it looks like he is okay. But that did take some time. So I wonder if that might hurt Donovan. As now we're at 1-2 on Brendan. He's taking some pitches right now. Wonder what they're saying on the Twitter world about it. Now we are back. Now here's the 1-2 pitch for Donovan. And a swing and a miss at the dirt. Yep, I knew he was striking out. Now we got Cal Raleigh. And that's going to be inside for a ball. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball belted to deep right center field. And that will drop in for a double. Cal Raleigh's going to second base. And that is a really good hit by Cal Raleigh to get the extra base hit. So that means we got a runner on second base, and Julio Rodriguez can just poke it anywhere, and that will get him in. Now we got Vasquez, the pitch. That's going to be up high for a ball. Now we got 1-0. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to center field. And he is actually scaling. Oh my goodness, he makes the catch. He caught the ball, robs the home run. But that will get Cal Raleigh to third base as Jackson Merrill just robbed the home run from Julio Rodriguez. And he gets, of course, a standing ovation. Yeah, he caught it all right. But that does get Cal Raleigh to third base. But now it's going to be Josh Naylor. Now the pressure goes on him. Now the pitch. And that's going to be inside for a ball. As we're at 1-0. And that's going to be a foul ball. As we're at 1-1. And now the pitch. And that's going to be inside for a ball, but he does not go. That's going to be 2-1 on Josh Naylor. Now at 2-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike two. I want to look at Josh Naylor's numbers when he played for in 2025, or what's typically his career numbers. In April, he's typically a 255 hitter. And now we're looking at 2-2. We're at 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Ridiculous swing by Josh Naylor. What are you doing? Josh Naylor, what are you doing? It was hitting the dirt. Josh Naylor, what are you doing? The ball was heading towards the dirt and you still swung at it. You get paid. You just got paid a huge contract. You get paid to not swing like an idiot. Mariners have to lead the league in deep ball flyouts. Who leads the MLB in deep ball fly outs? What do we got here? There's not really a number for that. I don't really have it. Sorry. And we're back from the break, and that's going to be a strike. As we're at 0-1 for Ty France, the former Mariner. Now the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball right to Leo Rivas. Throw to first. It's going to be in time for the easy out. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. As we're at 0-1 and the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. And now the pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. One and two. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that is going to be 2 outs. Hancock is off to a very good start. Now here is Campusano. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. As we're at 0-1. And now the pitch. It's going to be low for a ball. Still 1-1. Now the pitch. Check swing. He does not go. We're at 2-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's going to be strike two. And the pitch. There's going to be a ground ball. This could be a lot to make up. Here's Rivas, throw to first in time, and that's going to retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for Emerson Hancock, and we're going to go into the next inning, the top of the fourth. Emerson Hancock is absolutely on a roll. And by the way, I am on, man, how many shows am I on? I gotta figure that out. I think this is number 16, and my magic number is going to be, man, what's my magic number? Magic number is 16. Oh, yeah. 16. Tomorrow it should be 17, which means my magic number is 84. So in softball, I have 6 hits and 9 at bats, 16 plate appearances, and 6 walks. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. My on base percentage is now 750. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and that is going to be a base hit. And Randy Arozarena might have a chance for second base. He's going to go to second and then throw to second, and he makes it. And kind of, Randy was trying to take a little step to third base, but of course, he crosses his arms like this. I'm Randy Arozarena, man. And now whoever's next up to the plate is going to be, I believe, Luke Raley. And it will be. Let's see if he can do some more damage. And now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now we're at 0-1. And now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. Now we're at 1-1. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. We're at 1-2. And the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Yep, we definitely need Cal Raleigh to get his groove, but he did get a double, so you got to give him that. Now we've got, next up to the plate is going to be Dom Canzone. We got the 2-run double. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. A terrible swing by Dom Canzone. He always has those ugly swings. We're at 0-1. And the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. The pitch. Low for a ball. We're at 2-1. Now the pitch. It's going to be a foul ball. As we're at 2-2 for Canzone. And the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to left center field. And I wonder if Arozarena is going to go. Nope, he is not going to go. And that's going to be 2 outs already. After a Randy Arozarena double, you blink an eye and it's already 2 outs. Now here's Cole Young up to the plate. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. And now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. And they did the ABS, and it's going to be called a strike. As we're at 1-1. One and one. And the pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. Now the pitch. And low for a ball. Now we're at 0-1. It's going to be low for a ball. And the pitch. And that's going to be a strike, 1-2. Thank you, Brian Ferguson. And also, anyone, donate to the channel as well through the YouTube Super Chats. I know, but the analytic geeks are saying, no, he can't go up because of strikeout rate. 1-2 for Rivas. Now the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. And by the way, Cole Young, I think he just walked to first base. I guess so. Now the pitch. Low for a ball, 3-2. And the 3-2, the pitch. And strike 3 called. Yes, and you're going to challenge that. You're going to challenge that. You're going to challenge that, right? You're going to challenge that. Oh, yes, ball 4, take your base. As we're at, now we got Brendan Donovan with the bases loaded. And now the pitch. Low for a ball. That's going to be ball 1. We're at 1-0. Now the pitch. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to be a base hit. And that's going to score and should be 2 runs. Here comes a Rosarena, and that should also be scoring another run. That is Cole Young, and the Mariners now take a 4-0 lead on a 2-out, 2 RBI single by Brendan Donovan. Mariners are now at 4, Padres nothing. Yeah, well, we didn't get the grand slam, but we'll take 2 runs, right? So we get 2 runs in there. Yes, you did, Brian Ferguson, the Cleveland man. How do you feel about your Cavaliers? And now he's gonna go, and no throw to second base. Good heads up stealing by Brendan Donovan. As we're at 1-0. Throw back to first. Cal Raleigh's at 2 balls and no strikes. Has a chance to really break this open. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 3-0. We're at 3-0 for a big dumper, Cal Raleigh. And a pitch. And that's going to be a strike. As we're at 3-1. And the pitch. And ball 4, take your base. And now the bases are loaded for Julio Rodriguez. It's going to be, he's got an opportunity to redeem himself. Last at bat, They're just reminding the fact that Julio got robbed of a home run. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Angie Mentic just said that Merrill's job was better than Adele in one of the stands. Not sure about that one. I don't know. 1-0. 0-1. And check swinging. He did go, and that's going to be strike two. What are you swinging at? It's clearly inside, you fool. Oh, by the way, that was Cal Raleigh's 500th career hit. Didn't know that. Because now we're at 0-2 for Julio. And the pitch. Low for a ball. Pops out of the glove, but still stays within. So no one can really move. No, I think he's just going to strike out. We're at the top of the 4. We're at 1-2 for Julio Rodriguez. The pitch. And foul ball again. Still going to be 1-2. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that's going to retire the side. Absolutely disappointing for Julio that the guy he has absolutely no clutch. Disappointment. Although the Mariners got 2 more runs by Brennan Donovan, Julio Rodriguez with the bases loaded strikes out because a guy cannot swing inside strike zones. He swings outside strike zones, but then he'll watch good pitches, but swings at bad pitches. Don't forget, Twitch has tags you can attach to your streams and help search optimization. Help your channel pops up. Phones more like Mariners and baseball. Oh, God, you want me to do the Twitch? All right. I listen to you. Let's go to this. Let's do the tags. If I even know how to. Man, I'm such a noob with this thing. I'm going to be honest. Oh, here it is. Mariners, MLB, Padres, baseball. Even though tags are known to not really guarantee anything, but I guess it just can't hurt. I try, Taryn. Yeah, but 4-0 lead is not enough. It's just not. Oh, they're talking about Jackie Robinson when he stole home, man. You know, Jackie Robinson was actually safe, but Yogi Berra was so mad. He literally just went in the face of the umpire. As we're back from the break, here's Lariano, the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. We're at 0-1. Why aren't you home? Why aren't you home? 0-1. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball, strike 2. We're at 0-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Another strikeout for Emerson Hancock. I think that's strikeout number 4 for him, too. You're at West Virginia for work. What do you do for work? Do you work at, I'm going to take a guess. Do you work in a coal mine? I think West Virginia is known for their coal mining plants. I guess not. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. I got to look up West Virginia. Makes you wonder why they're split. I can tell that it's a very conservative state, but it looks gorgeous when I look at it. Especially for a southern state. That's gorgeous. Now the pitch has all the mountains and the scenery. I forgot about that because they do. Reinforced, washed out roads. Had a feeling your job was blue collar. As we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. Way inside for a ball. As we're at 2-1. And the pitch. I think that should have been a strike. That was in the zone, so maybe I would have ABS that one. But now we're at 3-1. Hancock has been pitching very well, but is on the verge of walking a batter. We're at 3-1 for Jackson Merrill. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball, strike 2. Now we're at 3-2. Now the pitch. It's going to be a foul ball. $25 an hour, $37 overtime. Work, 6 days, 10 hours. Woo! Oh, that blue-collar work, man. Salute to you. No one gives you enough credit. We're at 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another strikeout for Emerson Hancock. That is strikeout number 5. And again, he is on fire. Now the pitch. Yes, you guys do. Oh, yes, it is. But I hate 9 to 5 still. Do not make me do a 9 to 5. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Xander Bogaerts. We're at 0-2. And the pitch. Low for a ball, 1-2. So we're at 1-2 for Xander Bogaerts. Now the pitch. Foul ball. That's going to be 1-2 on a 96. 47 pitches for Hancock. It's getting a little bit up there. Now we're at 1-2, the pitch. And that's going to be a liner to left field, and that's going to be a base hit. And that should be possibly a double. Nope, it's going to stay at first base. And there goes the perfect game that Emerson Hancock had going on 3 2/3. Well, Hancock was pitching so well, too. Yeah, he is too old to run, and he has a huge contract. Now here is Manny Machado up to the plate, the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. By tomorrow, I will be at 17 by tomorrow. Magic number will be 83. And Padres lose that challenge. As we're at 0-1. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to deep right field. And making the catch is Luke Raley. Nice sliding catch. And that's going to retire the side. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Mariners still lead at 4-0. Brilliant pitching by Emerson Hancock.
We're making half pineapple, half tiki with barbecue chicken. Put the garlic. Put the pineapple on the whole pizza. Remember, they want half pineapple, and the one is going to be tiki. Tiki with pineapple, garlic, feta cheese, artichoke hearts, and the chicken. And we're going to spread some barbecue on top. And it's ready. Put it on the oven. Let it run.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May. And it looks like we are back from the break. Now here's Josh Naylor up to the plate. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. And the pitch. That's going to be inside for a ball. We're at 0-2. And the pitch. That's going to be popped up and fouled. Now we're at 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. Now here's Randy Arozarena. Another pitch. That's going to be outside for a ball. The 76ers beat Orlando to clinch the playoff spot, don't they? Now the pitch. It's going to be in there for a strike. Oh, what? Right at the hair? And Randy wasted the challenge for that? Randy, you're a fool. 1-1 for Randy. Now the pitch. It's going to be a foul ball. Like, you wasted it. Now we're at 1-2. The pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-2. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to get right through for a base hit. Another big day for Randy Arozarena. He is now 2 for 2 with a walk. He's been on fire. He has a single and a double. I mean, the Cavs I think they're a better overall team than the Raptors anyway. Clippers and Warriors are squaring off in the play-in. And throw back to first on time. By the way, I don't like the play-in. I think the play-in is silly. Cavaliers are seeds 4 and 5. And now, and it's going to be a, pitch on the ball gets away. And now Randy, why wasn't he going to third base? He wasn't paying attention. The ball got away, but he didn't go to third base. And I think he had a solid chance to do so. Yeah, the ball got back, and Randy had plenty of time to get there. Randy, you got to pay attention, man. Even Luke was telling him to. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a liner and fouled. We're at 1-1. For Nukeley. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 2. You think it's funny how the Blazers finished 3 games worse than the Suns, and they play better. They play 1 game better than the Suns to steal the 7th seed. Yeah, sounds about right. Now we're at 1-2. Low for a ball, 2-2. The Blazers finished the 7th. Well, now they're the 8th seed. Wow. As we're at 2-2. And now the pitch. Low for a ball that nearly got away, and that's going to be 3-2 for Luke Raley. Canzone is going to be on deck. Another 3-2. Now here's going to be a fly ball belted to deep right field, and that is gone. A home run, 2-run home run for Luke Raley, and the Mariners have now just extended that lead to make it 6-0. That is Luke Raley's 4th home run of the season, and that was just an absolute towering blast, and the Mariners are just flaming away at the San Diego Padres. It's a complete opposite of what it was yesterday. And Luke Raley, I believe that's going. How many RBIs does he have? He has 2 RBIs, and that was just absolutely tanked. Cannot believe it. Luke Raley, that was actually Nukeley. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to center field, but not quite. Jackson Merrill makes the catch. No, I wouldn't say that yet. Nope, not yet. Not quite. Let's not jump the gun so quickly and jump to conclusions. 1 inning at a time, guys. Because remember when everyone's like, oh, I don't want to play the Dodgers in the World Series after a 2-0 lead? And that's going to be a strike, and that's going to be Cole Young up to the plate. That was Nuke Raley. Now we're at 0-1 the pitch. That's going to be a liner and fouled. Now the pitch. And he just reaches. That's going to be popped up. And he's going to make the catch, but that will retire the side. But the Mariners get 2 more runs on a 2-run home run by the Nuke Raley. Luke Raley, Nuke Raley. Try our delicious burgers today. Satisfy your cravings with our mouth-watering burgers. Double cheeseburger with classic double beef patties with melted cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onion and house sauce, a fresh, flavorful delight. Double bacon cheeseburger, crispy bacon, fried onions, barbecue sauce, and double cheese. Double guacamole bacon burger, double cheese, crispy bacon, guacamole, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and our special house sauce. Pair any burger with fries with an ice-cold drink for the perfect meal. Come down and taste the difference. You can only find these burgers at our Snoqualmie Mexican food truck. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the 0-1. Low for a ball. We're at 1-1. And the pitch. That's going to be outside for a ball. We're at 2-1. And the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. It's going to be foul ball. As we're at 2-2. Low for a ball. Now we're at 3-2. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to deep right center field, and Julio, he drops the ball. He drops the ball. That's going to be probably an easy double, and it is. And Julio, how do you not catch that? How did you lose that? The sun wasn't even there. Like, how did you lose track of that? It's just bad angling. Yeah, go to sleep, Cleveland man. We're at 0-1 here in the bottom of the fifth. And here's Nick Castellanos. The pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. And the 1-1. That's going to be a foul ball. We're at 1-2. And the pitch. And that's going to be fouled again. Now the pitch. It's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to left field, but Rosarena is going to be there, and he makes the catch, and that's going to be one away. Ty France is now up to the plate, the former Mariner. And the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. And the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. So we're at 0-2. The pitch. Way outside for a ball. It's like Emerson Hancock starting to show a little bit of iffiness, to say the least. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to left field and fouled. In my hockey fantasy league, I got one more game or one more day, and it's going to be a rough one. I'm just barely hanging on 6-4 on categories. As we're at 1-2, the pitch. It's going to be a foul ball again on Ty France. Once again, the former Mariner. So we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Another strikeout for Emerson Hancock. Unbelievable. And that's going to be 2 away. Now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. So we're at 1-0 for Jake Cronenworth. Now the pitch. It's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 1-1. And the pitch. It's going to be a foul ball. And the pitch. Low for a ball. And that's going to be 2-2. Now the pitch. And that is going to be ball 4, take your base. Now we got runners on first and second with 2 outs, though. But it is really cutting it close. Looks like we've got Cal Raleigh talking along with the rest of the team. We're at Now we've got, I think this is Xander Bogaerts. No, it's Campusano, the pitch. Oh, now here's a fly ball to left field, but Rosarena is going to make the catch anyway. And that's going to retire the side. A little bit of a jam for Emerson Hancock, but he does get out of it. And we're going to go into the top of the 6th inning.
It was like $20 or something illegal, and I gave her like 20. Hey, four! Oh my God, he got it! Oh my God!
Oh, it was actually a strike.
Ooh, got him! I heard him talking about that. Yeah.
And we are back from the break and the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Here's Leo Rivas up to the plate. He has walked, and he did it off the ABS challenge, the 0-1. And that's going to be outside for a ball. And the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. And the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to get right through for a base hit. And Leo Rivas gets on first base. A good day for Leo Rivas so far. And now we've got man on first base with nobody out. Way to lead it off. Now the pitch. That's going to be low for a ball. Now we're at 1-0. And that's going to be a strike. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. We're at 2-1 for Donovan. Now the 2-1 pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. And that is going to be ball 4, take your base, and Brendan Donovan will be on base with a walk. Good day for him, too. And there's going to be runners on first and second with nobody out, with Cal Raleigh up to the plate. What can possibly go wrong? Runners on first and second for the now we're at the pitch, and that's going to be a strike. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 0-2. And the pitch. Low for a ball. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. Unfortunately. And that's going to be one away. So I guess everything can go wrong. Put this one so far out that I don't even need to stress out about it. Now the pitch. And that's going to be just missing it for a ball. Oh, you don't mind the Cal being a strikeout. It's the uncompetitive at bats. Yeah, I know, right? Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. And again, Julio is literally just watching good pitches to swing at. But when it's a bad one, he'll just go, wee, wee. Just keep throwing things at dirt. 1-1 for Julio. Now the pitch. Way outside for a ball. That's going to be 2-1. We're at 2-1. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball again, and well out of play. That's going to be way inside for a ball. That's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, or swing and a foul ball, as he is on a full count. We're at 3-2 for Julio. Time has been called by Julio. Now we're at 3-2, the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, double play ball, throw to second, and throw to first. And that is in time for the double play. And again, Julio has no hustle. He has all the speed in the world. The ball was just going to third base. He had plenty of time to beat that out. All right, I got to go to the bathroom. Like, that just made me just disgusted.
There you go. Good hit. Go home. Go home. Woo.
Ooh.
Yes, you're up.
Roll to third. There you go. Yeah. Wow.
Oh yeah, go, go, go. Go home, go home. Stay a second. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go. That's three.
We are back from the break. And now the pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball fouled. Because now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball again. And that's going to be a fly ball to deep right field. Here's Rayleigh at the wall, and he makes the catch, and that's going to be... Whew! It's going to be one away. Already a longer game than yesterday. It is, pretty much. Jackson Merrill is now up to the plate. Now we're at 2-1. Jose Ferrer is now in the bullpen. And now it's going to be a base hit. And Jackson Merrill gets on base. And it was barely just got through Cole Young, too. That was the tough part. And now it's going to be foul ball. Now the pitch. Oh, and here's a fly ball drilled to left field. Forget about that one. A monster home run by Xander Bogaerts. And now it is the Padres, or it's the Mariners 6 and the Padres 2, and that got out in a hurry. And knowing the Padres offense, Padres are very much back in business. Not exactly what you wanted to see. And now here's Manny Machado. Cal Raleigh's not having a chat with him. Now we're at 2-1 from Machado. And the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. We're at 2-2. And the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to Rivas, throw to first in time, and that's going to be 2 away. And that's going to be a strike. It's Gavin Sheets. Now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch, low for a ball. Now the game feels a lot longer. Now the pitch. Popped up, and that should do it for this inning. Who's got it? And talk, guys. Come on. And Donovan makes the catch, and that's going to be retiring the side.
We're making half pineapple, half tiki with barbecue chicken. You put the garlic. Put the pineapple on the whole pizza. Remember, they want half pineapple, and the one is going to be tiki. Tiki with pineapple, garlic, feta cheese, artichoke hearts, and the chicken. And we're gonna spread some barbecue on top. And it's ready. Put it on the oven. Let it run.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May. And we are almost back from the break. Now the pitch. It's going to be a ground ball foul. We're at 0-1 for Naylor. Now the pitch. It's going to be popped up and fouled. Ready to get blasted by he. Now 0-2. Low for a ball. And the pitch. It's going to be inside for a ball. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. Randy Arozarena is now up to the plate. Now we're at 1-1 for Arozarena, who's having an excellent game so far. Now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be strike again. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be ground ball right to second base, throw to first. That's going to be in time. That's going to be 2 away. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be base hit. Luke Raley with another hit. And he is now, I think he's like 3 for 4 now. Or at least 2 for 3. He's now batting .316. He is on fire. He is making excellent contact. Padres are already down to their bullpen. And now the pitch. It's going to be low for a ball for Canzone. Now we're at 2-0. Now the pitch. Low for a ball again. It's going to be 3-0 for Canzone. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Three and one. Low for ball four. Take your base. And now it's going to be up to Cole Young to see what he can do. Now we got Cole Young up to the plate. And now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. Now we're at 1-0. Ugh. Because now we're at 1-0 for Cole Young. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. That's going to be foul ball. It's going to be 1-2. One and two, the pitch. And fouled again. Cole Young is trying to really keep this alive. We're at 1-2. And the pitch. And that's going to be a grounder. We're at 1-2 for Cole. Now the pitch. And fouled again. He is still fighting it. And the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to right center field. But Jackson Merrill makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. It is time for the seventh inning stretch. Everyone get on your feet. It is time to take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root for the Mariners If they don't win, it's a shame. It would be a shame because they've scored 6 runs. 4, it's 1, 2, 3 strikes. You're out at the old ball game. A little way. Oh no, say we gotta go. Yeah. Little way. Oh, baby, say we gotta go. A fine little girl, she waiting for me. Catch a ship across the sea. Oh, ship all alone. We never think I'll make it home. Away. No. We gotta go. Oh, and that fine little girl ain't looking for you. Away. Oh, baby, said we gotta go. Ah, right then, days I sailed the sea. Think of a girl constantly. Don't do it. All that ship I dream, she's there. Keep dreaming. I smell the rose in her hair. Stop it. Lowy. Oh no, said we gotta go. And we are back from the break. If we scored 6 runs every game, we win 120 games. Plus, I don't think it really works that way. Don't simp for Julio? Absolutely not. Julio is a lazy bum. Overrated. He's the best baseball player when he wants to be. The pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. As we're at 0-1. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Now we're at 0-2. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to Donovan. Play to first. It's going to be in time, and that is going to be 1 out. I know, they do. He doesn't hustle. He can't track the ball. He swings horribly. He watches good pitches and then swings at bad pitches. And screams in the locker room. Ah! Now here's Ty France up to the plate, who is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. The pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. And I realized that Eduardo Bizardo's came in because I guess they had enough of Emerson Hancock. He was at 98 pitches anyway. Now we're at 0-1, the pitch. Low for a ball. Could be an Andres Munoz day. Now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. Get 2 strikes on Julio, and that bat is over. Yeah, I agree. As we're at 1-2. And the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to left field, and Rosarena makes the catch. That's going to be 2 away already. Bizardo is making quick work of the Padres thus far, at least as of now. At least up until then. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the 0-1. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to Naylor. He'll go to the bag, and that is going to be a 1-2-3 inning. Excellent inning for Eduardo Bizardo. And we will go into the top of the 8th inning.
We're making half pineapple, half tiki tiki with barbecue chicken. You put the garlic. Put the pineapple on the whole pizza. Remember, they want half pineapple, and the one is going to be tiki tiki. Tiki tiki with pineapple, garlic, feta cheese, artichoke hearts, and the chicken. And we're gonna spread some barbecue on top. And it's ready. Put it on the oven. Let it run.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
Yeah. Nice job. Good place, guys.
And we are back from the break. Now here's Leo Rivas up to the plate. And now the pitch. And that's going to be up high for a ball. As we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be up high for a ball. No, I'm going to give that to Alex Rodriguez. I think he is the greatest Mariner of all time. You're probably going to be disappointed. As we're at 2-0. Padres challenge, and that's going to be a strike instead. Who do you think, JD, is the best Mariner of all time? We're at 1-1. Now the pitch. That's going to be popped up and fouled. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. It's going to be fouled again. We're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 3. Now here is next hitter. It's going to be Brendan Donovan. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Oh, Denali. You never disappoint, do you? We're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Oh, and that's going to hit Donovan, and he's going to go to first base, no doubt about it. And it's going to be up to Cal Raleigh. Cal Raleigh is now 1 for 3. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. We're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 2. We're at 0-2. And now the pitch. And swing and a miss, strike 3. Now it's going to be up to Cal Raleigh. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. And the pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. And we're at 1-1. And a throw back to first. And it's not in time. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. As we're at 1-2 for Julio. And the throw back to first. That is not in time. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. Surprised he didn't swing at that one. As we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. Way outside for a ball. Now the pitch. What's with that angle? Oh, maybe it's like a practice pitching. Three and two. Low for ball 4. And Julio Rodriguez gets a walk. Let's give him a round of applause. Now here is Josh Naylor up to the plate. Naylor is batting 127. 3 strikeouts today and a line out. That's just great. Now the pitch. It's going to be popped up, and this is going to end the inning. Makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. You had... Oh my gosh, I'm so behind. Hold on. Denali, take a look at this highlight. All right, what do we got here? No. Yes, I'm a Seattle Storm fan. I used to be season ticket holder. Yeah, Korean barbecue. Where did you go? Because they swing badly. That was not me pitching. He's a Dodgers fan. Leave Denali alone on that one. Try our delicious burgers today. Satisfy your taco lovers. This one's for you. Come enjoy tacos auténticos at Snoqualmie Mexican food truck, packed with flavor, made with love, and always fresh. Try our carne asada, al pastor con piña, and more. Topped with cebolla, cilantro, y a squeeze of lime. Pair it with a cold drink and relax at our outdoor seating. Perfecto para disfrutar. Find us at the Snoqualmie Mexican food truck, open daily. Ven con hambre, South Yes. And we are back from the break. It's going to be Gabe Spire up to the plate. Or Gabe Spire on the mound. As the Mariners seemingly have this game under control. And now the pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. Now we're at 1-0. And now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. And he makes the catch. And the pitch. That's going to be inside for a ball. And now the pitch. It's going to be popped up and fouled. Now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be fouled back. Now we're at 1-2. It's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to deep left center field. And now here's Julio. And he can't track the ball. And now it's going to be a double. How does Julio not track that? What is Julio even doing? Now we're at 0-1 for Jackson Merrill. And now the pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. And now 1-1. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball. Should be easy play. Go to first. That's going to be scoop up in time. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be ground ball right to Rivas. Throw to first in time. That will retire the side. And Mariners get themselves out of a little jam. And now we are going to the next inning.
It was like $20 or something, and I gave her like 20.
Four.
Oh my God, he got it! Oh my God!
Oh, it was actually a strike.
Who got him? I heard him talking about that. Yeah.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
And we are back from the break. And that's going to be in there for a strike for Randy Arozarena. Arozarena is having an excellent game. He's 2 for 3. He's now batting .303 for the season. Now the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. You should stream the next time you do Korean food. It has not really much to do with my channel. Because we're at 0-2 for Rosarena. And that's going to be low for a ball. And now here's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to right to first base. Go to first in time. As we're at 1-0. And now they'll pitch. And that's going to be a ball. The pitch. Swing and a miss. As we're at 2-1. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to deep right center field. Is that still going? And that's going to drop. And that is going to be another. That's going to be an easy double for Luke Raley. And what a day for the Nuke. Luke Raley is having himself an unbelievable day. 3 for 4. I don't get Korean barbecue that much, even though I'm Korean. I mean, I have Korean food at home anyway. And now we got next pitch. Now here is Dom Canzone up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Luke Raley is having himself a day. He's now batting .339. He is having an unbelievable game. Now we're at 0-2. Now the pitch. And why is he reaching for that? That was a foul outside the strike zone. All right, well, it's going to be 0-2, sadly with 2 outs, or I think it's 1 out, actually. It's actually 1 out. Now we're at 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. Now it's going to be up to Cole Young, which sadly, though, Cole Young has really just fallen. Now here is Cole Young up to the plate. Now the pitch. And it's going to be check swing, and that's going to be a ball. As we're at 1-0. Cole Young's batting .219. Now the pitch. And that's going to be fouled. 1-1. Now the pitch. Going to be low for a ball. Now the pitch. That's going to be 3-1. As we're at 3-1. Now the pitch. And popped up. And that could be playable. And it is. Ty France makes the catch, and that's going to be 3 outs. And that's going to be last try. It's going to be Manny Machado, Gavin Sheets, and Nick Castellanos.
Yeah. Nice job. Good plays, guys.
I agree. And we are back from the break. And it's going to be Andres Munoz. He's going to be closing. Oh, yeah, that is you. Young. I was wondering if it was anybody else because there's been like 2 Tony Shins. All right. Yeah, see you Friday at the Tai Tung. Anyone wants to join us at Tai Tung Chinese restaurant, you can talk to me. Now the pitch. That's going to be in there for a strike. It's going to be in Chinatown, or if you want to be more PC, it's going to be at the International District. It's going to be lots of good Chinese food. And I think, Tony, we went to Tai Tung before, or there was some other place. Was it like Jade's Garden? The pitch. Low for a ball. I think we went to Jade's Garden before the Storm game. I think it was Jade Garden. Well, I like Tai Tung. Tai Tung's my favorite. As we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. I have 12 people on the channel. Before the show potentially ends, let's subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, like, and notifications. Donate to it by the YouTube super chat. That's the easiest way to do it. So take it away. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now then, it's going to be the next pitch. And now here it is. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. As now we're at 3-2. And now the pitch. Nah, nothing doing. It's going to be ball 4, take your base. And this is where things can get scary. And now, here's Gavin Sheets. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. We're at 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball. That's going to get right through for a base hit. And now you're going to get runners in second and third. And now this can all of a sudden get dangerous. And now we're going to have runners on second and third. Nobody out. And who's next up to the plate? It's going to be Nick Castellanos. You know what? You got to take the bat away from Nick Castellanos. Just take the bat away from him because everyone else has not even gotten a hit. So take it away from him and then give it to Ty France, who hits into double plays. He literally hits into double plays. Okay, intentionally walking. What are you doing? I think the Mariners forgot that Ty France hits into double plays. Mariners really should intentionally walk right now. Now the 0-1, and that's going to be in there for a strike. Yep, you had to stay, didn't you? Now the 0-2. And that's going to be a foul ball. I know. What the heck is going on? As we're at 0-2. And now the pitch. Way outside for a ball. What are you doing, Munoz? Absolutely zero control. It's just embarrassing. And now we're at 1-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is going to be one away. Now we're at next batter. It's going to be Ty France, the former Mariner. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a high chopper. And Munoz loses the ball. And that's going to be no play. But the bases are low, and the bases are loaded, but you can get a double play. But the tying run is at the plate. Munoz lost the ball. It was on a high chopper by Ty France. Munoz lost track of it. And now this is where things can get very, very dangerous. Because you got Jake Cronenworth at the plate. He is 0 for 2, though, but oh, no, they're bringing in... I think they're bringing in Tatis. And he has a chance to tie this game to make it into a grand slam home run. And if that happens, it'll be a huge blown save. Yep, Tatis, he is going to be the pinch hitter. I don't know what you want to do with this, but now Jay Trident Podcast, he warned me. I'm putting him on there. I said intentionally walk, and then he says, yeah, let's risk by putting a tying run at the plate. Who is it? Tatis. And he has every bit of chance to tie this game. Now the pitch, and inside for a ball. And he did check swing, but umpire says he didn't go through. And now everyone is tuning in and interested. At least hit the donate button to make it worth it for me in case the Mariners lose. Now the pitch. And that is a strike. As we're at 1-1. And now the pitch. Oh, yep, he went around. He went around. Yeah, let's do that, bad man, right? That would be really nice, wouldn't it? As we're at 1-2 on Fernando Tatis Jr. And now the pitch. Oh, and a foul ball, and the ball hits off the face, off the mask of Cal Raleigh, and glad he is okay. Still going to be 1-2. This is dangerous. It was a good pitch by Munoz because at least it went into the skinny part of the bat. As we're at 1-2, Cal Raleigh's needing some time. And now we're getting back into it. 1-2. Munoz has been very erratic today. So we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Up and in for a ball. That's going to be 2-2. And it's getting dangerous. Because you're going to have Campusano and Laureano up to the coming up. As we're at 2-2. And now the pitch. And it's going to be low for a ball. 3-2. Dan Wilson, he's not looking too happy. He's being tense. Padres getting close to that top of the lineup, so you got to get Tatis out or get him into a double play if you can. As we're at 3-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball built to the deep right, but Rayleigh makes the catch, tagging at third. There's Machado, and the Padres now bring it to within 3 runs. And now we've got Luis Campusano up to the plate. And now the pitch. Yep, he went around, no doubt about it. And that's going to be 0-1. As we're at 0-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's game time. Mariners did jump out to a 6-0 lead, but then Xander Bogaerts hit a 2-run home run, and then Tatis brought in with a sacrifice fly. As we're 0-2 comes down to this, and the 0-2 pitch, and now here's going to be a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit going into left center field. Here comes a run. I think it's going to be another run coming in, and that is going to be now a 1-run ball game. Actually, no, it's going to be a 2-run ball game still, but the winning run is now at the plate. Yep, it really did take a turn. And now you're probably not going to have Munoz available. $100 for this game? Come on, Munoz. Now we got Ramon Laureano. He is now the winning run at the plate. He is 0 for 3 against Munoz, though. And now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to left field. And that's going to drop in for a base hit. And now all of a sudden it's a 1-run game, and I wonder if that is going to tie it. No, it will not. Runner on first and second with 2 outs, but now the winning run is on first base, and the tying run is on second base. Oh boy, oh my goodness. This is not going to be good. Like, even if the Mariners get a win out of this, I'm still not going to be happy. And of course, and Dan Wilson has just came out, and he has seen enough. I think he's going to bring in Matt Brash. Let's see who he brings in. Well, we'll have to find out. Dan Wilson certainly has seen enough. Oh my goodness. How could this game be? Like, one swing of the bat, and the Padres can actually win this game. And forget about tomorrow, because La Piedra is pitching. So you have to win today. They had a 6-0 deficit. How could you do this? Yeah, Munoz as a closer, he really has just been, he's really just not been good this season at all. Munoz now has a 3 ERA. He has 1 save. He has 4 walks, but a little bit more today. Oh boy. It doesn't get easier, doesn't it? The game just wants to be longer, doesn't it? Oh boy. Here's Jackson Merrill. And knowing him, knowing how capable of a baseball player he is, he can win this on 1 swing of the bat. And they brought in Jose Ferrer. I think I would have brought in Matt Brash instead, but they're going with that matchup. But how does Jackson Merrill do against lefties? That's what I want to know. I mean, if he feasts lefties, then this is a horrible decision. But we'll see. Jackson Merrill in his career against the lefties, he's a .241 hitter, but he can still hit those bombs. And now the pitch. That's going to be a sinker. That's going to be a ball, 96. I mean, I don't know if I would have taken on Ferrer because he's also very erratic. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball again. Paul Sewald's in Arizona, isn't he? Mariners should have really brought back Paul Sewald. I trust Paul Sewald more. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. I mean, Paul Sewald has 6 saves already. As we're at 2-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be strike 2 because of a foul ball. Yeah, I know. 2 career walk-off home runs. Last time it was against the Mets in 24. And it comes down to this. So this is very critical. And now the 2-2 pitch. And now it's going to be a liner, and that is going to be a fair ball. This ball game is for sure going to be tied, and we're probably talking about a walk-off. Randy Arozarena bobbles the ball, and now the Padres have won this game on a 4-run deficit going into the bottom of the 9th inning, and now the Padres have won to make it 7-6. Oh, my goodness, and I said it. I said bring in Matt Brash, not Jose Ferrer. You cannot trust Jose Ferrer to close this game. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe what I just saw. All I can say to my uncle, who's a Padres fan, Good game. How did the Mariners blow a 6-0 lead? And then Randy Arozarena just bobbled the ball. Like, how does that even happen? Like, maybe he could have gotten at least, like, one runner. But, I mean, the game was going to be tied for sure. And the Mariners were just one strikeout away. It was right on the cusp. I mean, I wonder if Dan Wilson could challenge it, but doesn't really. And yeah, Randy what was he even doing? How do you not even throw that and release it? Oh my gosh. How does that happen? Like, you had a 6-0 lead, you gave up a 2-run home run, whatever, and you're going into the 9th inning when you going up against towards the bottom of the lineup, and you still blew it. Yeah, he just gave up. Arozarena has no heart on the defense. Unbelievable. Just had a loss of words. Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely going to be a long season. There's no doubt. Oh. Let me see if I can even take calls. As long as it's not, what's his name? As long as you're not younger than 18. I wonder if this is the phone number that I could use. Let me double check real quickly. Yeah, that's the phone number. So if anyone wants to call the vent, this is your opportunity. It is true, though. Badman, you have a point. I mean, Munoz he deserves to be the loser. I don't think you can really charge that to... Yep, Munoz definitely earned that loss because it was an earned run on him. Man, I really wish I put $10 on this, on the Padres coming back. Have a good night, Young. That was really brutal. I mean, losing 2 in a row now after a 4-game sweep. It really shows how bad the Astros are. And it really was a crazy last inning. Oh my goodness. That just knocked me out badly. Just absolute embarrassment. Well, it looks like nobody wants to call. How many people do I have right now? I have 9 people. I mean, Mariners blowing a 4-run lead. Like, that's just unacceptable. Yeah, you are right, TK. But it also proves that Randy cannot be an outfielder anymore. I think you want to try Donovan at left field if Cole Emerson comes up, because Randy cannot play outfield. Like, the guy just cannot play defense. But yeah, let's not kid ourselves that, yeah, he does deserve credit. He did amount to half the runs. He really did. But when it comes to defense, it really just shows how he's just not an effective defensive player. He's just not. I don't know. Let's look at the box score before I just get going. Donovan was 1 for 3. Cal Raleigh 1 for 4. Julio, brutal 0 for 4. Josh Naylor 0 for 5. Absolutely brutal. Arozarena was 2 for 4. Luke Raley was 4 for 5 and a wasted performance. Canzone 1 for 4. Cole Young 0 for 4. Leo Rivas 1 for 3. As for the pitching, Hancock pitched absolutely beautiful. Only gave up 2 runs. It was just an oopsie home run, 6 strikeouts. Fazzardo pitched excellent. Spire pitched excellent. Munoz was atrocious. 4 hits, all 5 earned runs. Yeah, his ERA is now at 9.45. And Jose Ferrer, you can't trust him to close these games. I would have just given it to Matt Brash because I don't even think he pitched yesterday. And I'll double check to see if he did pitch yesterday, because if he did pitch yesterday, then yeah, he didn't even pitch yesterday. I think I would have put in Brash. Yep, highest Mariners win probability of the game, 98.8%. And the Padres defied all odds. Yeah, and that's the thing. According to Jay Triton, I mean, the righties, they were all righties after Jackson Merrill. So Brash should have been the guy. I think Brash, there would have been a better chance for him to close it. Yeah, it's absolute brutality of this game. Mariners are now on the brink of possibly getting swept. They're probably going to get swept because Luis Castillo's pitching. You can't trust him. And knowing this offense, like, you knew that the 6-run lead was not enough, especially when you had Julio Rodriguez with the bases loaded. Not only does he hit into a double play, he didn't even hustle to get to first base. TK47 says, or TK7 says, Jackson Merrill typically has been much worse against lefties. If you want to talk about not doing matchups, the poll of Cronenworth for Tatis versus Munoz. Yeah, but Tatis is a big bat, though. They should have just went with Matt Brash. I mean, he hasn't pitched for a while either. So I guess you're going to save him until tomorrow for a game where you're not even going to win the series anyway. Oh, I just cannot believe how that game went. You blow a 4-run lead, and when you have games like that, this is where it will add up. Like, if the Mariners miss the playoffs by 1 game, if they even get to that point, I will definitely point out to games like this. Yeah, Ferrer has been just awful. He's been absolutely atrocious. Like, this whole matchup thing, the matchup thing is a dead concept. When it comes to a situation where you're in a dire situation, matchups don't matter, especially in the bottom of the inning. Like, did we forget that? What about when Scott Service put in Robbie Ray against Jordan Alvarez? Did we forget about that? That Alvarez destroys lefties? And is Dan Wilson doing the same thing? Like, Dan Wilson is... He's just as bad as Scott Service. Like, if Dan Wilson's name was not Dan Wilson, more Mariners fans would be calling for him to get fired. I still can't believe he was even nominated last year. He shouldn't have been nominated as Manager of the Year. Dan Wilson is nothing more than just a name. And don't get me wrong, he was a great catcher. But that's about it. Well, it looks like, I don't know, does anyone want to call into the show and get your ventings in? Because I got to get rolling soon. I got this whole don't quit your day job poo-poo ahead of me. So I kind of have to go. Would have to go, yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'll be back for tomorrow's game. I'll be there for the series finale. Oh, well, here's another one. Jerry Dipoto doesn't get managers with proper experience. Don't take his orders like fresh hires do. Yeah. But the thing is, it's not like Jerry Dipoto can fire Dan Wilson if Dan Wilson's not taking orders. Like, if Jerry Dipoto fires Dan Wilson, it will be a PR nightmare. So Dan Wilson should realize that he actually has leverage over Jerry Dipoto. Scott Service, I mean, he was a bot to Jerry Dipoto anyway. I get up early. That's what I do. But it's what it is. At this point, all I care about is going to a baseball game, Mariners game with my best friend for his birthday on Friday, and trying to win my fantasy hockey league. That's all that matters for me right now. And crap, I am losing. That's just great. It's exactly what I needed. On the verge of losing. Well, I think that'll do it. I think I'm taking off. But I just want to say, say thank you for being here. Glad that I could provide a place where people can vent about Mariners baseball. But man, this meltdown, I mean, it was a meltdown, I'll tell you that. But anyways, I am getting out of here. Again, thank you all for being here. Yeah, I love the post-game vent session. But yeah, I mean, I got to go. Maybe and tomorrow I'll be back for another vent session probably. All right, everyone, good night and go Mariners. Not going to throw the hat, but I should.
Since 2022, I have been building the Rooftop Sports YouTube channel, and I want to thank all of you for your support and engagement. Without all of you, there is no Rooftop Sports. Now, if you would like to take your support to the next level, join my exclusive YouTube membership program for just $5 a month. Get first access to new videos, ad-free content, and exclusive insights from my fantasy sports, as I do play many fantasy sports leagues. Plus, follow along with my softball seasons like never before. You also get access to my own emojis to use to comment on my videos and my live streaming shows. For just $5 per month, become a bigger part of my community and get ready for unparalleled sports experience. Let's do this.